Okay, so oil pump goes there. Okay, I'll go ahead and start by putting a tranny in here. I am not going to put the roller bearings in here because I don't really care about that part right now. More than likely, this is coming back apart. That one is nice and easy. Oh, that fell off the low gear. Low gear didn't make the grade, it didn't fall in. Okay. This oil pump stuff in the way here. Get that where I don't lose it. And what'll be chasing after that. Clean your workbench off down here. Gotta make sure it's clean. You can feel grit real easy on your hands. If you feel any grit, clean it off. We don't want no grit in our motors or trannies. Okay, I need some bolts. Okay, we've got our 4 bolts here to hold the tranny together. I literally need to put a couple of them in here, but yeah, what the hell. Make it feel important to put more junk on, right? So don't use the bolt to pull the cover in. Hit it in there with your hammer. I always like to hit them with the 2 dowel pins, one there, just to make sure they're all the way in. Okay, we know that's in there where it's going to sit, because it's in there. Look at that. Okay, we've got our spacer in there where it belongs. Not only does this hold the kicker gear in the right spot, it also sits where the clutch basket sits. So you got to have that in there. Okay, so now we got our motor sprocket. Not sure how tight this is going to be, but probably tight. Here's our nut. It's well chewed up from tightening it up. It's going to get chewed up some more too. Got it on the first try. All right. When it hears like it's all the way in, it's all the way in. It makes that heavy, heavy bang, bang, bang noise. It's all the way in. Okay, now we turn the crank. It doesn't wobble too bad. It does wobble somewhat. It doesn't surprise me. All right. I got to deal with a clutch over here. He thinks he's going to have this thing stay dry. Okay, I don't know why their stuff is put together like that. When you have a lock washer, it does not go underneath the bolt head there. It doesn't do anything. That becomes just a shim. So these are doing absolutely nothing. So this here, if you're going to put a lock washer on, you put the lock washer on the other side, which would be right here like this. Now in order for this lock washer to actually work, it'll actually have to hit the screw head. The problem is this does not hit the screw head. See how the screw rotates real easy? That's because on the Philister head screw, it's so small in diameter, it doesn't hit on the locking tabs of the star washer. If you had a round headed screw, it'd have a bigger head on it, it would hit. So these do absolutely nothing on this side either. So these are worthless. That's why they use a standard looking lock on these little thin ones when you want to hold in. That'd be called this kind of a lock washer. When you put that on the head of the bolt, now it actually does something, see? Now me, I would just put these in there with Loctite on them and not use these pieces of crap, the lock tabs. But he's going to probably want me to use them. So what you do is these go in here like that. And after you tighten this up to where you want it to be, you take a screwdriver and you peen the edge of this lock tab into the screw slot. And that's supposed to keep it from unscrewing. The problem is this locked thing is so short, there's not much to peen over, so it's barely going to do anything. The factory ones are a little bit taller, so you got more to peen over. So, typical Taiwan Teddy parts, they have issues. So we're not ever going to use those star washers, so we're losing those. Some people say I pick on Taiwan Teddy, but if he made his parts correctly, I wouldn't have to. See, I don't really care who makes products as long as they're made correctly and good. And that is not always USA either. There's a lot of US stuff made wrong. Like Eastern. They're probably the one that makes that kicker gear. I know they used to. But they're not black when they make them. In case you know who Eastern, that'd be these guys here. They do make stuff good too. But they also make stuff that's bad that they won't fix. So it's not a very good company when you sell known bad parts. So most manufacturers do not like it when you tell them their stuff has got issues. So I'm not a very good product tester. He was missing a star washer into that one. He must have fell off. Ooh, oh, 2 gaskets. 3 gaskets. Oh, there you go. If one gasket won't seal, you put in more. There you go. We got 3 of them. Wonderful. Alright. That's supposed to be sealed tight. This looks brand new, so it's probably a Taiwan Teddy's powder coat, it looks like. Okay, there's where the lock tab is. There's the new nut and lock. There's another new lock that we don't have to beat on. There's a new repop nut. It's got dirt in the threads already. You think this will fit over this? Over that? The answer to that is no, it will not fit over that. It's going to shear that O-ring right off. That O-ring sticks up so hard in the air, I already figured it was going to be it's going to be a goner as soon as you go to put it on. See how far it sticks up above the surface? There's no damn way you're going to put that thing in there. It'd take a lot to get that. You'd have to have a really good chamfer on the surface, and this chamfer ain't that good. So when you tighten that thing up, it's going to shear that O-ring, and it will leak right into this clutch. Guaranteed. Unless you put a derby cover over it. Then it probably won't leak. That's why they put a cover over all this. The only problem is that's only one of many places to leak on these bikes. Okay. Just having troubles getting that thing out before. Could just shear it off with a pocket knife. That would get rid of it. I think he wants to reuse it though. So be careful with a pocket knife, you can get it off. Okay, this has a very large cross section to it. If we have something a little bit less cross section, it'll work better. I don't think they make that though. least that part fits on the bike. Kind of. Not really. The threads don't like me. Ew, those are going to cut. Oh, those are going to be nice. Oh, those are unhappy components. You can see how the first thread's already getting cut up by me trying to even put it on there. Yeah, that's going to be a nice tight fit. Hear it? Oh, that's going to be. Oh yeah, that's going to be really good. I can foresee that being a pain already. All right. You know, like I didn't know that wasn't going to happen. Okay, we're going to take the clutch apart now so we can get access in here. So take off the thin nuts first. These are the thin nuts. These here are tall nuts. You let the spring unjack so you don't have to do it under pressure. And that's a tall nut. See, there's a big shoulder on it, so it's threaded way down in here. So that allows you to pull the springs down. We didn't need that nut, did we? Yeah, maybe not. I like dropping stuff. Gives me something to do. Okay, so these are reproduction springs. Now you get heavy duty ones in here, it destroys the push rods. These seem to be pretty weak, see? So this might be good. So these things do not have a throwout bearing. They have 4 push rods that rub against each other. And with all these surface, when you push on it, it's not supposed to gull up or stick. The heavier the clutch is, the more it gulls up and sticks. See how this one's all worn out right in here? Because somebody's pushing on it too hard. I wonder who that was. Oh, this one's already broken. Great. So this here are original cups, and they're full of dirt. Stuff's all got to be cleaned. You put this together and then clean it. Clean all this crap. Okay, so the problem with these is these things always crack right here. See the crack? Breaks right through there. So the big fix is you put a weld right through there and still put the hole back in it, and that'll keep it from cracking because the weld is stronger than the parent material is for some reason. Not sure why, but when you weld them, they don't break. So we got to arc that together and then drill the hole back in it. Then you take these and grind them kind of flatter than this. You can see they only hit on a couple of spots on the surface. So you try to grind them a little bit flatter if you can. If they're really bent bad, they're going to get ground more. Alright, so that is dirty. These here are probably dirty, but they're okay. Okay, looks like he has genuine asbestos clutch plates in here. So these would be asbestos. Some people don't like that. Asbestos does not work at all if it gets wet. And see how you get all these finger marks all over it? That means it's already going to try to slip. The other problem is these are supposed to be able to come in and out without taking a press. And they look like they don't want to come off. Oh, there we go. It did come off. That's a good sign. There we go. All the guts filled out. It's all brand new stuff. This is supposed to be original parts. Yeah, looks like it might be. Piston. And there's 7 of them in there. That's good. Alright, try not to finger this too much. So you don't want the oils and stuff in your hands on there too far. Can cause issues. Okay, so now this here goes on to here. So first thing I'm going to do is see if the splines will let me put it on. And the answer to that is no, it does not want to go on. Great. See if this one fits. Yeah, that one fits like it's supposed to. Now I can just push this in. Right now it wobbles real bad. If you push it all the way in, you get an accurate dimension. We can look at our chain line. Now this here is supposed to go on there and help center all this up, but it's, I don't know if it's going to go in there or not. It's going to go on tight. Yeah, it's trying to go. So if you have a tube to go on there and beat it on with, it'll go a lot better. Alright, there's a tube laying around for some reason. Here's a insertion device. You can beat on it. This is a nice machined surface, so I don't want to hurt it too bad. This is good for the ball bearing over there that I Loctite it in, remember? Going on slowly. See, this has no way of pulling this back off, does it? Nope. These usually got 2 holes in here, so you can put a puller to pull them off. Threaded holes. This one does not have that. Nice. It appears to be getting loose as I beat it on, so I'll keep doing it. Slow light hits don't hurt you too bad. Big heavy hits will damage stuff. So. Set that one in there all the way. I got some junk stuck over there. It's nice. Okay, now we're going to see about this nut. He left.
Scooby here?
Nope.
Not gonna eat me tonight?
Maybe I might be hungry. Alright, let's try this, see if it goes on. Making a mess over there. Okay, let's see if this nut goes on.
Spin it again.
Do what?
Spin it again.
Why? Just wobble.
Oh, just one time. I want to see.
If I put some bearings over here, it would help.
I thought it was straight to me. Look straight to me.
You don't have any bearings over here. That one's pretty straight. A little bit of wobble wobble. Okay. So now we got to determine if this chain line lines up. So we got to see if this lines up with that. So you can run a straight edge across it, which works halfway decent. Used to have a shorter one. For fitting applications that are tighter. So you go off the sprocket here, you fall down on this over here, see how close it is. Now this is going to sit up a little bit when you tighten it up. Right now it's falling down a little bit, see? So it actually looks like it's not too bad. Looks like it's halfway close, actually. The other thing you can do, you can take a measurement this way. See, we got about 1/8 of an inch there of gap. Let your scale up there, see it's about 1/8 of an inch. It's probably closer to 100. If you come over here and do the same thing, you see you got a little more than 1/8 of an inch. So this is definitely about 30 thou in more than it should be, which doesn't surprise me by the other issues we have. But it's not off as far as I thought. You can be 30 thou off and be okay because there's clearance in the chain. There's clearance inside the link plates in here to each sprocket, which allows you a little bit of offset. So it definitely is offset. There we can see it. Just a matter how far. Without having those bearings over here, it's kind of hard to tell where things are going to actually sit. Looks to me we're about 30 thou off though. So that tooth is way over there. So that's about 30 thou too far in, which is what we're showing on everything else around here too. Which where the rod is too far over by about 30. This whole crank sticks out about 30 thou. That's way too far. So what's the reason for the crank sticking out? That's our question. That we do not know. But everything's showing the same dimensional error. Damn crank's too far that way. Alright, I'm going to figure out what I want to do.